Don't make the same mistakes I did when I sold my first home. This is Rob Hale with Elite Results Realty, and I'd like to discuss how I made mistakes when I sold my first home and how you can make sure that you don't. So for a little background, I bought my first home in 2005, just before the peak of the market. The prices ran up. I was tempted to sell at that point for a huge profit, but I held on to it. I needed a place to live, so I stayed there. I saw the market crash, and my value went down significantly as well. As my family grew, I needed more space, and so we were looking to get to a larger home, and we needed to move out of our current one. The big mistake that I made is that I decided to sell my property for a loss with the market down. I was able to buy another home, but selling my property at a deep discount was my biggest flaw. The reason that that was such a big mistake is now looking back on it a few years later, that property has almost doubled in price, so more than $100,000 of additional value that I could have been able to take advantage of. And in the meantime, rents have also risen as they do over time, and I could be having a great positive cash flow property, even with my mortgage being an interest rate of over 6%. So if you are looking at selling your home and moving to another one of the best things that I could tell you is you may want to consider renting it and holding it longer term. Over time, your mortgage will be paid down. Rents tend to rise over the long term, and property values do as well. Even in my situation where the market crashed, the values have come back over the years. And so if you are looking at selling a home, I would highly suggest that you consider your options. I'd love to discuss those options, what you could get for rent for your property, as well as what you could expect for future values and what kind of rate of return that you could get if you were to hold on to that property. So if you know anyone that is looking at selling their property or moving to another home in the near future, feel free to share this video with them. I'd love to make sure that they can take advantage of $100,000 that I missed out on. Again, my name is Rob Hale with Elite Results Realty, and look forward to talking to you soon.
Hey there, Nathan with Waterstone Mortgage. Hope you're doing well. So one thing to think about when looking for a good mortgage lender is you always want to know that you're working with somebody that you can trust and that they can close on time. Just about every mortgage lender can get the same rates these days. We have all the information about what other lenders offer, and we're always good about meeting or beating what other lenders offer for the rate. But the way we work at Waterstone Mortgage is we are owned by a bank, which means that we have plenty of liquidity and we have the resources to be able to close on time. And we also can shop the rate for you because we're correspondent with other major banks such as Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, and we look at their rates and take whatever the best rate is they're offering and use it for our own rate. But we're still able to give you the best service because we process, underwrite, and fund the loan ourselves. So please be sure to always check with us. I've worked with Rob and his team for years, and the main reason is because they know and trust us, and they know that we'll take care of their clients and we have their best interest in mind. If you have any questions about mortgages or getting qualified for a mortgage, please contact me at the information below. I'm always available by email, phone, or text anytime.